Okay, ready when you are, Matt.
Right. Introducing a whole new genre in musical education gaming, Grieve. The reason it's called Grieve is because it will be the name of the band in the game. The reason I chose to have the name of the band as the title is really because I think it adds a bit more to it. It shows that that is the sole kind of point of the game. You're in this band, you're trying to get famous, so the story revolves around it. Grieve is something new, completely new to the gaming industry, mainly because it adds a proper story to musical education gaming. You follow a storyline while learning to play an instrument. It can be anything you want. I'll get to that in a minute. It's like that style of GTA where you can free roam like a sandbox RPG, and then it moves on to like Rocksmith or Grand Theft Auto kind of style layout for when you did I say Grand Theft Auto? Guitar Hero style layout for when you're playing instruments. It does teach you the musical talent because you can take lessons within the game. It will teach you lessons and it gives you techniques no matter which instrument you want to play. Like I said, it puts free roam, freedom of choice into a musical game. The story is about taking control of this player character and it is who you are. You want to be, it's yourself, you make the character, it's who you want the character to be. You want to become a star in your own right, you choose what you play, look like what you want and what genre you want to play. You'll practice, perform and excel at what you do, and whatever you learn in game will reflect on you in real life. There's a choice between genres. You can do like rock, blues and metal, and also there's like sub-genres of those categories. So basically which one you choose, you can do different kinds. Like with metal you've got new metal, blues you can do a bit of soul, rock, hard rock, that kind of thing, soft rock. Depending on what choice you make, style and looks of the band will also change. So like if you've got metal, it'll look all gothic, rock, it'll just be well, rocker. The choice of what instrument you can play, you can, if you use your own instrument like you do on Rocksmith, you can use bass, drums, guitar or vocals if you've got a microphone. The game will be set in a made-up American city, kind of like GTA with the style of it. It'll be based in a city with plenty of musical input, like with GTA being in New York. This will probably be in Los Angeles, which is, from my knowledge, well-known place for musical industries. It'll be based in the centre of the city more than anywhere else, because that's where most of the stuff, the action takes place in any kind of city, really. Future DLCs will probably allow you to travel to different locations, so musical festivals like in England or just basically around the world, but obviously we won't be able to free roam as much. It is mostly a single player RPG, no multiplayer, but we're looking to put in a co-op mode eventually, so you can play with friends at your concerts. The engine will be a mashup of the Rocksmith engine for when you're playing the instrument and the GTA type engine. This way you can combine the RPG with the musical education layout. Rocksmith style game with a twist, you'll be able to play drums which include like pads to put over your drums so the game can pick up what you hit with your drumsticks, singing, bass or guitar. No other music style game has ever been put proper backstory into their games, whereas this one has. Realistic venues with the stage reacting to what you play. For example, stage pyrotechnics can visibly go off on your screen. So when you play a long or high note kind of thing, or if you enter a solo, the lights will focus on the guitarist. You live through your character, so you handle everything in the musical career, you book the gigs, you practice, all that kind of thing, you handle just about everything so that you're not behind and you don't find anything too overwhelming within the game. Because of the amount of realism in the game, the player is constantly reminded that it is real. Therefore, they become, when they do become good on this instrument, the inspiration could lead to something good in the future for making a band, probably. I was looking at some of the sales figures for Rocksmith in Grand Theft Auto. Obviously there's a great difference here, you can tell. The global sales for Rocksmith was just 0.81 million, and then you go to GTA 4 and it's 10.11 million. Obviously that's because Rocksmith is only for people who want to play guitar or already do. GTA is just like, obviously a shooting game, what everyone kind of loves. But I really thought that it was a good idea to implement the story into the game, because obviously none of these musical education games have a story in the background, which makes them quite a lot less appealing in my opinion. So by implementing a story, I find that it will make the player more into the game itself. There are 6 main characters. You've got Sean as your vocalist, Callum on lead guitar, Ellie on drums, Martin rhythm guitar, David is the bass, and the player character is whatever choice. You can have a couple of backstories to your player character. Your player character 1 will be a poor man or woman, no family, barely any money, only owns a guitar and enough inheritance to rent out an apartment in the game setting city. Character 2 will be like a spoiled rich man or woman who's been thrown out by the parents as a way of learning the true independence. Stripped of the wealth, they have to turn themselves to music to save themselves. You have a choice of which backstory to play, as we've said, with the genres of music, and also this player character. You'll be able to choose which one you want to be. Whichever one, it will give you player character a different kind of personality, and it's basically the one which will match to you most. There'll probably be more player character options when the game comes out as well. Your character is customisable for looks, so you can make it look like yourself or something like that, or just someone who you like. You buy your own equipment, your gender and all that. You can do your own name and everything like that. Depending on what instrument you choose to play, it will take out one of the band members in the actual band, because I mean, you won't normally have 2 drummers or 2 bassists in a band. So to keep it more realistic, one of the people will be taken out. And that's it. Any questions?
Anybody? No? Cool, well done. What do you know?